Have you ever looked back and thought, what if? What if you had said yes to that opportunity, taken that trip, or pursued that passion? Today, I want to share a story about a man named Arthur, a story that might just change the way you look at the choices you make every single day. Arthur lived in a small, quiet town, a place where days blended into one another like watercolor paints on a damp page. He was a kind man, a skilled carpenter whose hands could shape wood into beautiful, functional pieces. But Arthur had a habit, a comfortable yet costly one. He was a master of postponement. Tomorrow was his favorite word. One sunny afternoon, a traveler passing through town noticed Arthur's exceptional work. The traveler was a merchant from a bustling city far away, and he was deeply impressed. He approached Arthur and said, "Sir, your craftsmanship is extraordinary. I'm opening a large gallery in the city and I want to feature your work. This could be the opportunity of a lifetime. What do you say?" Arthur felt a spark of excitement, a flicker of a life he'd only dreamed of. The city, a gallery. But then the familiar comfort of his routine wrapped around him like a warm blanket. He thought of the uncertainties, the challenges, the effort it would take. He looked at the merchant and replied, "It's a very generous offer, thank you. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you tomorrow." The merchant, a man who understood the fleeting nature of opportunity, smiled politely and said, "Of course, I'll be in town for one more day." That evening, Arthur sat in his workshop, surrounded by his creations. He imagined his furniture in a grand gallery, admired by people from all walks of life. He dreamed of the new techniques he could learn, the new types of wood he could work with. The thought thrilled him. But then doubt crept in. What if he failed? What if city life was too fast for him? His small town was safe, predictable. The opportunity is great, he reasoned, but the timing isn't perfect. I need more time to prepare. I'll start getting ready tomorrow, and maybe next year I'll be ready. The next day, Arthur went about his usual business. He repaired a neighbor's fence, sharpened his tools, and tidied his workshop. The thought of the merchant's offer lingered in the back of his mind, but he kept pushing it away, telling himself, "I'll decide tomorrow." By the time afternoon came, he had convinced himself that staying was the wiser choice. When he finally went to the inn where the merchant was staying, he was gone. A note was left for him. It read, "Opportunity, like a river, flows forward. It does not wait." Years turned into decades. Arthur became an old man. His workshop was now filled with masterpieces, pieces of furniture so exquisite they looked like they belonged in a king's palace. Yet they sat there, collecting dust, seen by no one but him. His hair had turned silver and his hands, though still skilled, had lost their youthful strength. One day, a young, aspiring journalist came to his town, having heard tales of a legendary carpenter. She found Arthur sitting on his porch, staring at the distant hills. She asked him, "Sir, they say you are the greatest carpenter this region has ever known. What is your greatest creation?" Arthur didn't point to the magnificent grandfather clock in his living room or the intricately carved dining table in his workshop. A shadow of sadness crossed his face. He looked at the young woman and said with a voice full of regret, "My greatest creation? It's a life I never built." It was a beautiful design, filled with adventure, success, and fulfillment. But it remains just a blueprint. I was always waiting for the perfect moment to start, for the right time to lay the foundation. I kept telling myself, tomorrow. But tomorrow became today, and today became yesterday, and soon all my tomorrows were gone. He continued, "I had a grand opportunity once, a chance to share my gift with the world, but I was afraid. I chose comfort over courage. And now all this," he said, gesturing to his dusty workshop, "is just a monument to my hesitation. The heaviest thing you can carry in life isn't failure, it's regret. It's the weight of all the chances you didn't take, the doors you didn't open." The young journalist was moved by his words, which became the heart of her story, a story that wasn't just about carpentry, but about life itself. Arthur's story is a powerful reminder for all of us. How many times have we put our dreams on hold, waiting for the perfect time? The perfect time to start a business, to learn a new skill, to tell someone you love them, to travel, to get healthy. The truth is, the perfect time is a myth. The perfect time is now. Life doesn't pause for us to get ready. Opportunities are like sunrises. If you wait too long, you miss them. Every day you are presented with choices. Each yes can be a step towards the life you want, while each maybe later can become a brick in a wall of regret. Don't be like Arthur, surrounded by dusty masterpieces of a life unlived. Don't let fear of failure or the comfort of your routine hold you hostage. Failure is a lesson, not a life sentence. But regret is a ghost that will haunt you forever. So I ask you again, what if? Instead of letting it be a question of regret, let's make it a question of possibility. What if you started today? What if you took that chance? What if you embraced the uncertainty and stepped out of your comfort zone? The life you've always dreamed of isn't going to build itself. It's waiting for you to pick up the tools and start, not tomorrow, but right now. Seize your opportunities, build your masterpiece, and live a story worth telling. Don't let your tomorrows become a collection of yesterdays filled with regret. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this story resonated with you, and you're ready to stop waiting and start living, please give this video a thumbs up. And for more stories that inspire and motivate you to build your best life, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I can't wait to see you in the next video.